When I see young people that are focused and determined and go out there and do exploits for themselves and their families, their communities and the world, this could be one of the next greatest scientists ever lived. And we are proud of you, man.
I actually didn't realize that we were gonna still do this, so I've kind of gotten into a different mode, but I'll try to put my thoughts together. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I want to thank everybody for coming out to support the Martin family, all the friends, well-wishers. This is truly a great opportunity for me and an honor actually just to be here and to give a tribute to my dear grandpa, Dada as we call him. And I think one of the good thing about being here is you talk about how big the family is, and I think it is different probably that so many of us can get together. We have supported each other, loved each other, been there for each other over the years, and a lot of that we can attribute to Dada, the way he lived his life. Woo! And so I figured one way I can contribute here is, you know, if you think about this as a canvas, and we're trying to paint a picture of this great man so that you can, you know, for those who are not as acquainted as we are with him, can get to understand why we were so eager to celebrate him tonight. And so I wanted to, like, you know, not talk about the beloved grandpa, even though that he is, but talk a little bit more about this man who was the head of the family and how is the person that he is really make us this great family that we are. And so I figured one way to do that is talk about 3 attributes of Dada that make him such a great leader and the right person to lead this family, and then you can understand why, you know, this family is the way it is. And the first thing, or the first attribute of any great leader, is that the leader himself is following the ultimate leader, Jesus Christ. So Dada, being a man of God, is a follower of Christ, and I think that is the most important thing in being a leader. And I don't need to explain that so much, but the second point I'd make is that this idea of strength through meekness. Dada is not a guy that's going to shout and yell and do all of those things to make his point across, but this very meek, this very humble man. When he talks, people listen. And so he has this ability to command, respect, to command, to control really without, you know, having to raise his voice and that kind of thing. Very humble man, lived his life that way, but people respect him. And that's how he raised his kids, that's how he raised all of us. And that is a lesson I think that we all can take from this man. The third point I was making is the idea that if you're going to lead, people have to follow you. And I'm not sure how many people look up to Dada as an example, but I personally do look up to this great man as an example of the man that I want to be. About a year ago, I came down here and we were talking, just talking to him about how he lived his life, how he felt about the life that he had lived. And we're just sitting there talking, and there were so many words of wisdom that this Dada was just putting to us, so that after a while I took out my phone and began to record, because I know that I wanted to listen to his words at some later point. And there are so many things that were so powerful, so spiritual, that Dada was able to tell us even in his old age. And I feel like if I grew up to be half the man that Dada is, I will be doing very well. Woo! So I just want to say that, Dada, you are a blessing, you're an inspiration, you're an example. Happy birthday to you, sir, and we love you dearly. We do wish you live to see your 100th birthday.
That was beautiful!
Thank you very much.